what's going on, people? This is Shok, and sorry if you guys hear the shower in the background. My sister's in the bathroom about to take a shower, bathe, whatever. So sorry if you guys can hear that. But anyways, just picked up Injustice for the Wii U. I also do plan later down the line to pick up the PS3 version because I also have friends on the PS3 that I want to play with. Not to mention, although I have always complained, what the fuck is it? Although I've always complained that the DualShock controller is small, I always have preferred its D-pad for fighters. To me, it's just more comfortable and it doesn't bruise your thumbs as easily. But yeah, and I know I said the same thing, you know, with Black Ops 2, but I was under the presumption that I would enjoy Black Ops 2, but I didn't. Anyways, to the talking matter at hand. Oh, and I will be streaming this this game tonight. If not tonight, like I might stream after this video. Who knows? But I'll be streaming this game and uploading gameplay to Shokio Zone. So if you guys want to see gameplay of it, go over to that channel. But anyways, to the talking matter at hand. The problem with fighting games. Now, haven't played the game yet. Obviously, you can still see the the film or whatever is over the case. But from the people who bought the game at midnight launch last night, right? There's already reports that Deathstroke is one cheap-ass motherfucker. And that's one of the main problems. There's two problems I'm going to talk about, but that's the very first problem and probably one of the most important ones that I want to talk about. Now, I love fighters. They're one of my favorite genres because I love competitive gaming, period. But developers, is it really that hard to make a balanced roster? Like really? Why do you guys give tools to cheap faggots, okay, who like to spam and shit? You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. It's like the developers of today, it's like they don't have gamers testing out their games. They make a fighter, they give the characters their movesets, and they just release the game and say that's it. They don't test whether or not there's an exploit with a certain character, whether or not a certain move is way too damn spammy, or anything like that. You can't name me like one modern fighter that doesn't have a cheap character in it. Or a couple of them. In Mortal Kombat 9, we had Noob fucking Cybot. We had Ermac. Cheap as hell. And Smash Bros. Brawl, you know, we had Meta Knight. King Dedede, yes, King Dedede, King Dedede. Pit was a spammy little faggot. PlayStation All-Stars, Spamtos, spamming up a storm with this ballerina dance. Marvel's Capcom, even going back to Marvel's Capcom 2, Iceman. Terrible. You guys see the point I'm making? You can't really list a single fighter that has just a completely fair, balanced roster where not a single character is bullshit, right? And every single time I bring this up, what a lot of people like to say is, oh, you should just be good enough to overcome these characters. I'm not saying that these cheap characters always kicking my ass, because I can beat them, but because I can still beat them, that doesn't mean that I still can't complain about it. Because, see, when I'm playing a game, I want it to be enjoyable. You see what I'm saying? I can't enjoy fighting somebody if they're being cheap, spammy faggots using cheap characters. You see what I'm saying? I can't do that. Now, Noob Cybot, annoying as hell. People online spam with him all the time. Can I still beat Noob Cybot players? Yes. But the process of beating that noob user, it's infuriating. Cause he spam, you see what I'm saying? It's spamming the same move over, so it has nothing to do with me getting my ass beat. You see what I'm saying? It's just about the process of getting to beat that character. And another thing, people always like to say, oh, well, just be good and you'll be able to overcome these cheap characters. Here's the thing. Let's say you have two people of a completely equal skill level. Okay, if one person chooses the cheap character and another person chooses a fair or balanced character, then the person who chose the cheap character has the edge. You see what I'm saying? So, I understand what you guys are saying. If you're really good, you should be able to overcome all these things. But facts are facts. If there's an unfair character, that person using the unfair character is going to have the advantage. Fighting game developers, can you please test out your games? Can you please have common day, everyday gamers come into your offices and try out the roster and be like, hey man, come here. Yeah, this shit is cheap as fuck. This shit gotta go. Please, something like that. Because obviously you guys don't care. Like I said, you make a roster, you give them movesets, and you call it a day and you release it, and then us gamers, we have to deal with the annoying faggots. Like the people who camp in first-person shooters, they like to come over to the fighting games, find the cheapest character, the cheapest move to spam, they just stay back and shoot at you or whatever. Ridiculous. Absolutely. And I haven't played Super Mario vs. Capcom 3, but I'm sure there's a cheap ass in that game as well. I'm sure. Only one fighting game I can think of where the roster was completely balanced and not one character just had, you know, like a huge advantage over the others, was the original OG Smash Bros. And that's the only fighting game I can think of. The only fighting game. Every other fighting game has some character that is cheap, unfair, or is way too spammy. Now the second problem with fighting games is the online. And I don't understand, developers, why it's so hard to not have two characters on a 2D plane not skipping around the place. What is so hard about that? You don't have a lot to render. You don't have a lot to take up the bandwidth. You don't have a lot of action on screen. See what I'm saying? It's two character models on a 2D plane. What is so hard about getting that to work seamlessly online? What is wrong with you people? Are netcodes that hard to make for fighters? Because I'm trying to understand why I can play Battlefield 3 and I won't lag. 64 people online, right? All this actually going on, it won't lag. Or I could play, you know, Killzone or whatever. Any action, God of War Ascension, you know, games with a bunch of people running around, a lot of action going on. How come I can play games like that and they won't lag? Or races, for that matter. But when I go to a freaking 2D fighter, it's a laggy piece of crap. You see what I'm saying? Now I'll be playing Mortal Kombat 9. I mean, I have been playing Mortal Kombat recently. I just played last week, but only with friends. I stopped playing Mortal Kombat 9 online with randoms a long time ago. Too laggy. Smash Bros. Too laggy. It's ridiculous. Is it really that hard? Is it really that hard to get two characters on screen fighting seamlessly? Is it that hard? Because what you guys gotta understand is, developers, your fans, we're not kids anymore. We don't have the time or luxury to go over each other's houses and sit down on the same couch and play fighters. You know what I'm saying? So nowadays we have to rely on online. So can we please get the online right? Thank you. So that's pretty much all I want to talk about in this video. I love fighters. It's one of my favorite genres. But when it comes down to the two things I just mentioned, blatantly unbalanced, cheap or unfair characters, and then laggy online, it gives me a headache. Let me know what you guys think down below. That's for this video. I'll see you fools later. Peace.